Good morning. I've already drank my coffee. I usually do the video, but my lovely wife got up this morning and made the coffee, so I took the time to sit and drink coffee while visiting with her. She's still not drinking coffee. Eventually, she'll get back to it. We had a very nice discussion this morning. We talked about politics. We talked about Second Amendment just a little bit. We talked about work, what we were going to do today. We're going to have a good day. I was going to have a very working weekend, a very busy weekend, but we put that off for 2 weeks. I have a medical procedure next weekend, colonoscopy. If you're 50, 55, or 60, get your colonoscopy. Peace of mind. I'm going to my brother's house. We're going to have a good time. We are going to cut some wood, cut some trees, some limbs. I'm looking forward to the day. And that's the important thing. I try to make everything that I do come from a place of love. And this morning, talking to my wife, that came to my mind. We can disagree and still love each other. And that can go across the board. That can go within our personal relationships. That can go to our work relationships. That can go to our neighbors. That can go everywhere. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Are you mad? That's just because we disagree with each other doesn't mean we don't like or love each other. We can agree to disagree. I used to say very often, have you made them smile today? And what I meant by that is the people that is important in your life. Did you make them smile today? I try and make everybody smile. People oftentimes can't take me for long because I like to make people smile. I like humor. I like to see people smile. I like to make people laugh. It's important to me. If people are laughing, genuine laughs, well, that's the world. That's everything. Make someone smile. It's not hard. It's really easy. I try not to be too reserved in my thoughts. I try not to be too mean in my thoughts, and I try to make sure that comes out in my actions and through my voice. That doesn't mean that I'm anti-gun. Gun is a tool. That doesn't mean that I'm a Democrat. That doesn't mean that I'm a Republican. That doesn't even mean that I'm a libertarian. I am a libertarian. What it does mean is that if I'm coming from a place of love and wellness and a desire for everybody that I know, including myself, to have a good life, a good weekend, a good week, a good time, then probably I'm sending out the message that I'm trying to send out. And it's hard for some people to accept that. It's hard for some people to see that what's happening is not a manipulation, is not a gotcha. It's simply me being me, trying to do the best that I can for myself and for others. This is my This is my journal. This is a Christmas gift from the wife. And she got one for herself too, so that we can journal, and when there's a problem, maybe we can figure out what's going on. And let's see, started on January 1st, and I'm not going to say I haven't missed a day, but I've caught up on all the days. I've got to do yesterday's today because, well, we watched Mahatma Gandhi last night. I think the movie was actually called Gandhi with Ben Kingsley. Great movie. I remember seeing it in high school with my parents. I saw it on TV, as I recall, but that may not be right. I may have went to the movies. Great movie, really enjoyed it. Enjoyed it again last night. It brought back a lot of memories. It going on the idea that the movie was accurate, historically accurate, it made Mahatma Gandhi kind of a personal hero of mine. The peaceful protesting that he did, the hunger strike that he did to get his own side of the issue of the time, which was India's independence, to get his own people to be nonviolent. He didn't go on hunger strike to protest the opposition. He went on a hunger strike to protest his own side, his own movement's people, to bring them back into line with peaceful protesting. And I respected that at the time, and I respect it now. Don't coerce, convince. That's the libertarian way. There's a few shows that, there's a few media events, shows, TV shows, movies that have affected me. That one affected me. And okay, so here's just me being honest. The TV series Kung Fu with David Carradine, that affected me as well. Was it David Carradine? I think it was. That affected me as well. Star Trek, the original series, that affected me as well. Briscoe County Jr., that was just a fun show. That brings back a lot of memories because I watched it with my father. And these shows, what you're hearing now is the vacuuming upstairs. I got a light from my loving wife, and it says on the air, and you plug it in and it's really bright. Now usually she's asleep, but I'm doing this one a little bit late, so she's decided it's time to vacuum upstairs, and I got to speak a little louder, I suppose. Anyway, Briscoe County Jr. affected me because it meant a lot to me to sit and watch this series with my father. That was a good time, and that was a good memory. Kung Fu, well, that is the epitome of being peaceful and yet strong. And the idea that you would avoid violence at all costs, not at all costs, but until it was time to be violent. I wonder if she'll come down here and vacuum right under my feet while I'm doing this. Anyway, that's what Kung Fu brought to me. That don't be violent unless you absolutely have to. Which seems like I read somewhere once that a true warrior prepares for battle and does all in his capabilities to avoid it. walk softly but carry a big stick. There's a lot of these. Being peaceful is not being weak. Being strong, having the ability to be violent and not being violent and still being peaceful. That's what I got from Kung Fu. A lot of people got the thoughtful, the idea of being a martial arts expert. I took a different route from the movie. Star Trek, common goal. The whole crew of the Star Trek Enterprise, or the Starship Enterprise, was to carry out that 7-year mission. I haven't seen that series in a long time. I might revisit it. But those are some of the movies, TV series that affected me. Also, on a lighter note, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, that affected me. So, I mean, make people laugh. Be gentle until it's time to not be gentle. Love people. Make them smile. Have you made the most important person in your life smile today? I have. I intend to make her smile even more today. I don't think there's anything more important than that. Normally, I would say, I hope you have a great day and tip my coffee cup to you. I hope you have a great day. Have a good cup of coffee. I think I'll have another. Auf Wiedersehen.